What's up, traders? Welcome back to the channel. It's been a long weekend. I didn't manage to do a video on the weekend. However, I've come back with another Alchemist strategy video today. So I wanted us to go through it as I do the weekly analysis on the pairs that I'm looking at. This week I'm looking at 3 pairs. This is GBP USD, NZD USD, and then Euro GBP. And I'm going to be taking you through on the screen. I've started with Euro GBP, so I'm going to be taking you through what I think or what thoughts I have on this pair. But before I continue, it is a norm here. You first subscribe to the channel and then we proceed. So guys, subscribe to the channel because most of you who are watching my videos are not subscribed. I have around 5k people watching, but all the subscribers are less than 100. So guys, I'll give you 5 seconds, you subscribe to the channel, and then we proceed with our weekly analysis. Subscribe, 5 seconds. Okay guys, subscribe. Let's proceed with the video. So on the screen you have Euro GBP, and this is the weekly time frame. I always tell you it is always good to start with high time frames, and then we shall go with small time frames later. So our strategy is very clear. We use the Alchemist strategy, but we combine it with MSNR and supply and demand. Supply and demand is mainly used for entries, to get those sniper tight entries after I have confirmed the trend on the using the Alchemist strategy. I know most of you might be confused, but you can watch my previous videos to get a little clue about this. Also, you can just follow along, so why to watch the video again, and then you're going to learn. However, the Alchemist strategy is something very simple to use. You do not need a lot of things to do it. So we have Euro GBP on the screen, and this is the weekly time frame. So what do you see here? You see that Euro GBP was going up, and then it has been retracing for how many weeks now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks. That is 1 month and 2 weeks. And this one was also looking like going down, and of course I expect it to go down. I'm not saying it will go down, but I expect it to go down up to around here. Here also at this area, what do you see? You see a supply zone. You see a supply zone. We have 2 indecision candles, and then a bullish engulfing candle which breaks structure here. Then it goes all the way to the upside. So it gives one bullish engulfing candle, and then another even bigger engulfing candle, which means in this area there are a lot of buyers of the euro. Whenever we come to this area, there are a lot of buyers who are interested in buying the euro. Also, we have another engulfing candle here, which is a mini supply zone, but this one is not of high probability. Why? Because it did not break the structure. We needed price to come here, retrace a bit, and another buyers to come in, and then shoot price to the moon. So what does this mean? This is the weekly time frame. We have a clear supply zone, a very big engulfing candle with a rejection, and then followed with another big candle. That means this is an area to consider buying from in the future. So it is fresh, it has not been used, so we shall be thinking of buying from it again. So what we are waiting is price to reach here, show us signs of going up, and then buy. So probably this week we are hoping to buy the Euro GBP. So it also made a QM pattern. You remember guys, I told you about the QM pattern. Let me show you. This is a pattern that comes like this, and then goes up. So when it comes back to retest around this area from the shoulder from the shoulder to the head, we shoot up. This is low, high, low, higher, high. So we come for our entries between this area here. This is where we look for our entries from the shoulder to the wick of the head. But in this case, The head has no wick, so we shall be looking for our entries around from here, from this shoulder here to here. Good. Let me just clear this. Okay, so now in order for you to see the thing, well, I know people are saying, now what is he saying? I'm only seeing a lot of big candles. Come to the line chart, you will see it well. This is a low, this is a high, this is a lower low, and then this is a higher high. This is a higher high making a Q M. So when we come, we are looking for entries between this shoulder here and this head. That is where our entries are. Let me just mark that area well. Where is it? It is here. This is where we are looking for our entries from the shoulder to the wick of the head. And this is, remember, this is the weekly time frame, guys. This is the weekly time frame. I'll mark it where to the week. Guys, this is the weekly time frame, meaning anything can happen. Anything absolutely can happen. You don't expect the price just to tap here like in the 4 minute, no, like in the 1 minute time frame and then shoots up. No, it will first sit here, make a base, make a real base in this area before it can go to the to the upside. That is what I'm seeing on the Euro GBP. So that is that. When you go to the daily, just to see what is happening, the daily does the same thing. These are the wicks of the other shoulder on the daily. So they formed a double bottom here, formed the head and shoulder, went up, came down to retest on the shoulder, and then made a head, then went up. So we formed a base here, which you see a very clear base here, very clear base. Okay? And then we made a bullish engulfing candle, formed another green candle, formed another even bigger candle, followed with another even bigger candle to the upside. And then from that time we have been retracing. We broke here, retested, we have come down. We broke here, retested, we are coming down. So I think that if it comes and make a base here, we are going up. We are going up. However, there's a small zone here. This is the, what can I call it? There's a small zone here called the demand zone, which broke this mini structure here, but not break the big structure. So you can consider something like a wick, but it's just a by the way to tap into and go back. But it's just a by the way, it is not something which is guaranteed. Okay, so that is all on Euro GBP. We are looking for buys on Euro GBP. Buys if we get a setup. If there is no setup, we shall wait even up to next week. However, buys are looking juicy today, tomorrow, or Wednesday. We shall be thinking of buying Euro GBP if we get a setup around this area here. Yes, if we get a setup, we are buying Euro GBP. For now, we are going to wait. Okay, that's Euro GBP. So I'll proceed. For any questions, guys, put them in the comment section. I'll be able to answer. Also subscribe to the channel, guys. We need this channel to grow as fast as it can. Subscribe to the channel. For any questions, put them in the comment section. I'll be able to answer. I answer all the comment. This channel is not yet big. It has not grown to a bigger audience whereby I cannot answer all the comments at once. I do answer all the comments. At least when I get time, I answer all of them. There is no any unanswered comment on my channel. So that is all for Euro GBP. Summary is that we are looking for buys as long as price taps this demand zone. We are looking for buys to go up. So they go on to the next pair, which is Euro, which is NZD-USD. NZD-USD, let me just remove this thing here. NZD-USD, it was it is a clear buy to around here. However, I'm finding challenges entering to this pair. If I had a big account, I would enter because with the confirmation on the bullish engulfing candle on the weekly, this was a confirmation of a buy up to up here. However, the account was not yet that big, so I thought it it was somehow inappropriate to enter. That's the advantage of having big accounts, guys. If you have a big account, things are going to be easy, because as long as you find the analysis simple, you're going to enter there and bag some pips. Okay, straight to the point on NZD/USD. So what do we see here? We see a weekly time frame. Price has, let's start from here. Price came, made a head and shoulder here, and also made a QM buy pattern. Then it came, retested on the shoulder, and then went up, retested again, and then went up. Let me show you on the line chart. This is a shoulder, this is a low, this is a lower low, this is a high, this is a higher high. That is a QM buy pattern. Same thing that is happening on the GBP. Yes, Euro GBP. Same thing that is happening on the Euro GBP, guys. There is a low, lower low, high, and higher high. There is this small shoulder here and make a high high. So then price went up. Price retraced, broke here, retested, broke here, retested, then came to the previous shoulder, and then it shot up. And that shoulder, you see an engulfing candle here. Yes, this is a supply zone. Something that is happening on the GBP USD, Euro GBP. So it came here, went up, did not reach this shoulder, came down. Then it went up again. After going up again, excuse me, it is too cold, so my voice is disturbing a little. Okay, maybe I've gotten it back. Okay, so this is a QM pattern. This is low, lower low, high, higher high. So price, when it comes by from the shoulder here to the wick, shoulder to the wick of this head here. Okay, so it made a shoulder, head, a left shoulder, went up. When it came down, it made another. This is another shoulder, went up, another shoulder, went up. So now it has come down to break this area here, broke this area here, went here, the previous support, and formed a base. After forming a base, it started to retrace slowly to the upside. Retraced to the upside. Let me show you. Price retraced, came here, went up, came again, went up, came back again here, and shot to the upside. So what has happened is that we have broken this previous resistance. You see, this is resistance. We have broken this previous resistance. Guys, my voice has refused. We have broken this previous resistance. Now if resistance is broken, it turns into support. So after breaking, it turned into support, and what happened is we bounced off with a bullish engulfing candle. I hope you get me up to that point. We have bounced off with the previous resistance, which is turned into support, with a bullish engulfing candle, straight bar. 1, 2, 3. It engulfed 3 previous weeks of price action to the upside. What does that mean? That simply means that price is shooting to the moon. Price is shooting to the moon. So now, why I was saying, okay, let me repeat. This place has been, let me leave even the shoulder thing and head. This place has been used as support once, twice, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times. Been shooting price up. Now it was broken into retested, and then we dropped down. So when support is broken and we go down, it turns into resistance. And look, when price broke here, where did it land? The previous support. I told you price moves from zone to zone. It landed the previous support, which is here. So after landing the previous support, we try to go up, came down, try to go up, came down. As we're coming down, we're using this area as support. So people who said support and resistance do not work, you don't know how to mark your support and resistance very well. The moment you understand how to mark them very well, things are going to be easy for you. So we have been going down, coming down, coming down. So we created a bullish engulfing candle. And remember, when we gave a bullish engulfing candle here, engulfed 3 weeks of price action, we gave another bullish engulfing candle and we gave another engulfing candle. So it is the same thing. This bullish engulfing candle came and broke this previous resistance now, because now it is up, so it is resistance. We broke. After breaking, we went up, we have retested. And remember, you'd want to know how to draw this support and resistance well, just check to my channel. There's a video there, I think it was the second video that I made on this channel, how to draw support and resistance. I'm going to give another video on how to draw them, because I've had 2 people ask me how I draw my support and resistances. So you break up, retest. Now we have looked up. We have not only looked up, we have a bullish engulfing candle telling us that we are going to the upside. So people who entered on this bullish engulfing candle, you're safe. You can even move stop losses halfway here. You wait for this candle to close. If it closes a bullish candle, you move stop losses to break even and let price land to the upside, and that trade is going to be risk free. And look at the space we have to the upside here, guys. You see this support here is where the buyers have been moving us up to here, up to here. So we have come to this support again, broke. We try to go down, rejected, and then created a bullish engulfing candle. That means we are going upside here. So guys, don't say I didn't tell you. Look for buying options only on AZUSD to take us to the upside. However, me, I haven't entered. Why? Because after this bullish engulfing weekly candle, I was waiting for something like a retracement up to around here, and then I enter, put my stop losses down, target the upside. But now it did not give me a significant retracement. You see, the candle just opened and then started going up. So what I'm waiting is, since we have broken this area, this previous resistance strongly, I'm waiting for a small retracement. I know it will come, and when it comes, I'm going to be entering for buys up to here. How many pips are we targeting to the upside? After the retracement, we shall be targeting 300 pips. So those are enough pips going to the upside. Those are more than enough pips going to the upside. That is not far. So guys, that is what we have on GBP on NZUSD. When you come to the daily time frame, it is as clear as day. This is a shoulder, this is a head, this is another shoulder. We are breaking this high. When we break this high, that is a QM pattern. So we might come back a little bit to retrace if we do come back. Because sometimes with this bullish pressure that is here, we can just shoot bullish candles up to the upside. So that is what we have on GBP/USD. You see, when you're analyzing the market on the on the high time frames like the weekly, things become very simple and clear. So that is all what we have on NZUSD. So we are waiting for a signal to buy to the upside, and then we are going to buy. So the next pair is the GBP/USD. GBP/USD, you can see I also put my position size for a buy there, but the buy is not, it is not buying. Okay, so this is GBP/USD. This is the weekly time frame. What do we have on GBP/USD? So GBP/USD, we had a bullish momentum. Let me show you. We had a breakout here. Price went up to up, and then retraced to come and retest this area that it broke, this support zone. You see, this is support, went up, broke it, it became resistance. We retested on the resistance, we went down. We went up, broke it, became support. We broke the resistance, became support. We went up, tried to play around it, we did not still break it, we went up back. So we used this at support. Price went up to up here. Came back, used it as support. So when price went, he came here and started rejecting. We're expecting sales to down here. However, there's a lot of bullish momentum because the dollar is currently weak. The US dollar is currently weak. And now what did we do here? We put in a Marabuzo candle breaking this support here, this resistance here. A Marabuzo candle breaking the resistance and closing above. A Marabuzo candle is a candle that has no wicks. Guys, I told you to go and read about candlesticks. You guys don't want to read about candlesticks. This is what you should do. Read about candlesticks, but only candlesticks that matter. Read about a Marabuzu candle, read about an engulfing candle, read about a doji, read about a pin bar, read about a hammer. Then an engulfing candle with a rejection from the downside or the upside. Those are the only candles that you need. There are around 5. Marabuzu candle 1, engulfing candle 2, a doji 3. A doji can be any. It can be with the wick, with the long wick up, the long wick down, anything. It is called an indecision candle, a doji. So read about Marabuzu candle 1, doji 2, engulfing candle 3, pin bar 4. Pin bar can be bullish or bearish. That one is used to confirm reversals for the uptrends or downtrends. That is 4. And then which other candle do we talk about? I think that is all. Marabuzu candle. Yes, they are. Those are the 4 that you need to know about. And then also the candlestick patterns. You have the morning star, you have the evening star. When you see a morning star, just know chances are high we are going up, especially on the weekly time frame. On the high time frames, when you see an evening star, chances are high we are going down, especially on the high time frames. Then which other candlestick pattern? I think those are the only candlestick patterns you need. The rest are good, but they are not so much common. So I'll just show you why I'm telling you about those candlesticks. So we have, let me start from where? Let me start from here. So as price was going down, let me start from here. This is an evening star. Why you see a bullish candle, then you see a doji or indecision candle or a hammer, and then a bearish candle at a place of support or resistance. Remember guys, these candlesticks patterns are effective at a place of support or resistance. Now you see, I'm here teaching you candlestick patterns. These are things you would have known. These are basics, the things that you should know before you start trading forex. So you have a green candle, a doji or indecision candle, and then a red candle. That is an evening star. It signifies that price is going down, and indeed the price moved up to around here. And you see, when it reached here, it created a doji with a long wick down. This was telling you, this was weekly time frame. It was telling you that the sellers pushed price up to here. However, the buyers came in and pushed price up. Then we reached here. What do you see? You see a green candle, a doji, and then a bearish engulfing candle. That means we are going down. We moved up to here, and then we see a doji. That means that same idea with this one. The sellers pushed price up to here, and then the buyers came in, push price up here. So that means we are going up. So we went up and then we came down. What do you see? You see a hammer taking price up. You see this hammer also looking down, but remember we are at the place of support and resistance. This is support now. And then you see a pin bar. A pin bar, this is a candle that has a relatively small body but equal wicks up and down. And then you see another hammer. Then we went up, and then you came here. You see a green candle, a pin bar, and bearish engulfing candle. It's showing you that we are going down. And then we came here. You saw a red candle, a pin bar, and a bullish engulfing candle, showing you that we are going up. And then we went up. So now here, this is where the problem came in. This is where price action can be confusing. This thing has been working for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. So now the 6th time was here. We are placed at a place of resistance, and we see an inverted hammer, and then a pin bar. This shows us that there is a trend change that is imminent to happen. However, what did it do? Instead of coming down, it broke. And how did it break? With the Marabuzu. After breaking with the Marabuzu, it invalidates all the price action here. This means we are going up. A Marabuzu is a candle that shows you that there is a lot of momentum. Let's say if it is a bullish Marabuzu, there's a lot of bearish momentum. Whenever you see a candle without wicks, just know that trend is strong and it is really happening. So this one has no wicks. It shows you that up here, the sellers, the buyers were present even up to the closure of this week. This week here, this particular week here. So the buyers were there present up to when the week ended. There is nowhere the sellers were coming in. So meaning we are going to the upside. So what is happening here is that we have broken this previous resistance that has turned it to support. Guys, the voice has refused. Don't know if I should end the video. Okay, so now what am I expecting? What I'm expecting is not to buy from here. I'm expecting price to come down here, test a little bit, and then I take it to the upside. That is what I'm expecting, at least. Price come here, test, and then I take to the upside. Price can just go without giving me an entry. It is okay. I will not be interested. Price can try to come here and then break down. It is okay, but it's so unlikely. I'm favoring the upside to 90% and then downside 10. So unlikely, especially after breaking this previous resistance with this candle here. You can break with a few 2-3 candles, but if you break with one Marabozu candle, for me that is a confirmation that we are going to the upside. So price needs to come retest here. Price needs to come retest around this area here and then look upside before me I can enter. Before I can be interested. If price comes retests this area that it has broken and then looks up, I'll be interested to the buys. If it doesn't, I'm not interested, because I'm not going to jump into a moving train to cut me. So when it comes to test, how many pips are we targeting? We are targeting around 700-800 pips. You see, guys, you be patient, wait price to come, test this area, and then target 800 pips to the upside. So you just have to wait. If it doesn't come, please, unless you're lower time frame trader, people who trade below the 1 hour, it is okay. 4 hour and below, it is okay. But if you're people who trade on the high time frames, you'll have to wait. Okay, so now that is GBPSD. When I come to the daily time frame, daily is also clear. This is the breakout, and it gave us a demand zone here. Demand zone. There's a demand zone there, so which means we are expecting price to come and test this area, and then we take it to up. So demand zone, this is rally, base, rally, and the rally gave us a Marabozu candle, which means there's a lot of buying pressure in this area. So why do we wait? We wait for price to come and test here, and then we send it upside. That is what we are waiting. Wait for price to come and test here, tap into this demand zone, and then we send it to the upside. That is what is happening. Okay. So guys, that is all for today. That is all for today. Subscribe to the channel. We are seeing a lot of bullish pressure. However, anything can happen. This is price action. Subscribe to the channel, and also share, like, and comment the video. That is all for today. So see you again next time. Bye.